Good morning, it's me, Monty, and I am getting ready to do the first feeding of the skunk. Thought I was gonna do this in such a way you could watch what I'm doing. Well, yeah, kind of. There you go. That's pretty okay. So basically, I'm gonna set up this aquarium to move the skunk who's currently in this aquarium over here after feeding. If you've ever wondered like how we use those sheets and towels and stuff that you donate, well, here's a perfect example. Here goes a sheet. Right into this aquarium. Pushing it on down, and then we get a nice little settling thing for the skunk to get up under, and then there's a heating pad underneath of it. So, bada boom. And I'll just put this back on top for now so that the warmth starts developing, and then there's our little charge. Eyes still closed, and I'm gonna set you up over here now. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna this is where we're gonna weigh the skunk. Always take it first thing in the morning, get a weight. That's how we know how things are going. It's the number one way we tell how everybody's doing. So, on with our gloves. Now, over to get the skunk. Yep, eyes still closed, not opening yet. 156.7 grams. That's up 22 grams from yesterday. .157. Sometimes it takes the scale a little minute to. Let's just calculate, make sure we're giving the right amount of formula. Okay. We are. I just decided to increase it to. Okay, here you go. Slip this little tube right on down. Okay, and now we have to just help him pee. bit of poop too. All cleaned up. Okay, and back to bed. And there you have it. One freshly fed skunk. Ta-da! Okay, well, now I got to go do that a whole bunch of more times, so I'm not going to be videoing every single one. Just wanted to show you the little skunk. Next up is a bunch of opossums, followed by, I'm going to go through all of the birds that we have in care. We have 2 barn swallows, 3 American crows, 2 Steller's jays, a black phoebe, and who else? Oh, right, 2 barn owls, a great horned owl, and a whole bunch of ducks. So, I'll see you on the flip side. Hey, it's me, Monty, and I just made a deposit in the bank right there. It's coming up on the end of the month, so we're gonna, we have lots of bills to pay. It's super busy. We have, well, we just released a bunch of guys. We released 6 Canada geese and a robin, and I'm forgetting somebody else. But before that, we had nearly 90 patients in care. Now we're down to 80, and it's just early May, and we are spending money like mad. We are going through so many mealworms and fish and blueberries and squash and goat milk. We have a fawn in care. Lots happening, and we have, staff and bills, electric bills, and everything. And it's the caseload is, of course, the most important thing that I worry about every year. Every summer, even every winter. I just worry about our patients, making sure that we're, providing good care and that we're getting the best results that we can get for them. And then the second biggest thing I worry about is how we're going to pay for it all. And, like right now, I just made a deposit, and we have almost enough money to pay our May bills. And it's May 27th. Almost is not enough. It's just almost enough. But this happens every month. This happens every year. This is our constant state. That's what it means to be on a shoestring budget and walking a tightrope. And so it's two types of strings. One is a very tight rope, and one is a pretty also tight string that holds your shoe on. So we've got, our metaphors are mixed, but our commitments are not, and we just really need your help. So, I'm going to be coming all the time, begging for money all summer long. We spend about, in the summer, we spend $25,000 a month. And I raise that every month. We don't have it in reserves. It's just something I have to make happen every month. And it is, oh my goodness. Well, fortunately, you're here. That's really what's fortunate. So, thanks. Well, our summer has definitely begun. It's not summer yet, of course. It's only the end of May, but we have had about 90 animals in care for the last month, and it's an ever-shifting caseload, but we're definitely keeping going. There's our newest housing. Came online not that long ago. We call it the Octaviary, and right now there's currently a couple of Steller's jays inside there, babies. This is going to be our dedicated housing for skunks, which was a bit of a surprise. We didn't know we needed it, but we just got our permit renewal, and that's part of the new regulations that just went into effect this year, is that skunks have to have their own separate housing. We've never done that before. So, I mean, we've housed them never with other animals at the same time, but like this means that no other animals can be ever housed in here but skunks, apparently due to a parasite that they can carry. Anyway, it was news to us, and but we're doing it. So that will be where all of our skunks are housed from now on. Any skunk babies or skunk adults we get in care will go in there. And it's not finished yet, but I am working hard to get it done because we do have a baby skunk who still has eyes closed, is still inside, not really anxious to get outdoors just yet. And that's our new small mammal housing over there. And that's a sneak peek into our opossums. And opossums is what the story's been about so far this year. Opossums and mallards and, well, and then just an assortment of really magnificent birds. I just released 2 downy woodpeckers today. And let's see, what else? We had the 2 hummingbirds. Maybe you saw our story about that I sent out in our digital newsletter. And sorry, no print newsletter this year. It's just, you know, the thing is like, I love them, but they cost a fortune to put out. And, you know, I mean, a small fortune, not a big fortune, but a fortune nonetheless. Anyway, like I said, though, we have about close to 90 patients in care right now, and it's just the end of May. We still have, our busiest month is typically the middle of June to the middle of July, and it builds up to that from here, and so who knows what's coming. Everything. I mean, we have barn swallows in care, and while that's maybe true down south, that would be normal, for us, we have never admitted baby barn swallows before the 3rd week of June, and here it is May, and we have barn swallows, babies. And they're not young babies, they're almost ready to fledge. So yeah, things are changing, things are weird, things are different, and it's also the outside world, but we don't pay too much attention to that, except for to look at the beauty of the night, the oncoming night sky. Anyway, more to come. Well, it's closing down the end of the day. It's coming on 7 o'clock. It's still pretty bright out, as you can see, but I'm just taking a look around, checking on things. I'll show you something there. We got a new skunk house getting built. Things are getting done. Our new octaviary is in place. I think I showed you that already. But anyway, you know, it has been one heck of a year so far, 2026. And while, you know, some of that is out in the world. It's just crazy in the world these days, as we all know very well. And some of it is really, you know, it's just more personal here. It's been a tough winter for us. And, you know, one of our co-founders and co-directors, Laura Corsilia, lost her studio in a terrible fire in Arcata. It was a pretty major setback. You know, she's recovering, but she lost all that work, and it slowed us down this winter. There's no getting around that. And the economy has gone terrible for a lot of people. There's no getting around that either. And it's really shown up in, you know, our fundraising. So we're, you know, it's the end of May and we're going into a busy summer. We admitted more animals between the end of May and between the end of April and the end of May. We admitted more patients than we did between January 1st and the end of April. And it's been crazy. The past month has been really nuts. It's not a good time for catching up on sleep, I can tell you that. But so basically, I'm just saying, yeah, we really need you. We need your help bad. We have a summer to finish. We have a summer to start. Oh, well, we're doing what we can with what we got. We've had a lot of successes, you know. Hopefully you saw some pictures, the hummingbirds, downy woodpeckers that we've, you know, treated and released so far. We've released, you know, gee whiz, probably about 50 opossums so far already this summer. We've released 6 Canada geese. And, you know, we've had a lot of babies come through and they're already gone. And, you know, and we have a good crew. Finally, we got a good crew built back up. You know, when we moved, we lost a lot of staff, but now You know, we've been here for a few years, and we have a staff now that's stable, and everything is going well. And the only missing piece right now is the funding, you know. And boy, you know, we could use $1 million. And I'm not even joking, you know. I'm old enough that $1 million still sounds like a lot of money. But the truth is, $1 million, we'd be secure for 3 years. That's about it. I can't believe we spend that much money. $300,000 a year. That's what it takes to run this facility. And we don't get that without your help. So anything you can do, anything you can provide, is going right into the mouths of, you know, well, right now, a robin, a couple of swallows, a red-breasted nuthatch, a couple of Steller's jays, 3 crows, 12, 19, 24 ducks, 40 opossums, yeah, baby skunk, who I'm going to go feed. I showed you at the beginning, and that's getting ready to do the last feeding of the day for that skunk. So, you know, one thing I can tell you, the work is satisfying. The rewards are fantastic. And even if I spend a lot of time stressed about money, it's unbelievable, the privilege that we get to take care, that we get to help these guys get back and get a second chance at a wild, free life. I'm a lucky guy. Thanks, people.